Hey everybody, we're going to do what's in the drawer. So we have a bag of cloth Easter eggs. We have one of these. It's to put like a scene in it. I have this one. And 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 I have this one. I have these little patches thing I got. And I don't remember where I got them or where I got them from, so I'm sure I got them probably here or someplace, but they look like, whoops, they look like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, and I very well could use them to make coasters with in resin if I had some more of that. Some of this notebook paper, looks like an Etch-a-Sketch. I have a card I made for my daughter's 10th birthday party. She needs to get it, don't she? Some more Etch-a-Sketch paper. Oh, some things that I did out. It says, love, do what makes you happy, be with who makes you smile, laugh as much as you breathe, love as long as you live. These are ones I've made. So I have empty cards. And Tree of Life I did. And I did these. A letter that was written to me and Scott back in 1999. A poem. These are actually things you could buy to put on ceramics. I just cut the pictures out. This is a picture my daughter Ariana made me. Thinking about putting it in a tray. There's another one of those. And we have some Christmas cards that are blank. And a front of a Christmas card. More fronts of Christmas cards. More of these. These are laminated. Not this one though. That was from a friend of mine. Address labels when I lived in Van Buren. More of that stuff. These are just cards with stuff written on them. A bunch of crinkly paper. Little thing that makes a box. Cardboard box. Toilet paper roll. I got something planned for that thing. this makes a letter. Just looking for that. Oh, you can't get rid away from these red envelopes anywhere. A bunch of Valentine envelopes. Patsy, you'll remember these, I'm sure. Can't get rid of them. Can't get away from them either. This thing I made for the 4th of July. I've got some construction paper. I've got a bottle. It's like a hard plastic. Got a glue stick. Don't know if it still works. I got a thing that says I love the 80s. Got mixed tapes at the bottom of it. I got some of these paper accent things to make things with. I've never opened them. I should use them. I'm always coming up, and I got it apparently from Hobby Lobby. It was $3.99 marked down to $2.09, and I think that was in I don't know what year. I've had them for a while, in other words. Some scrap papers. Christmas card. This was a letter sent to my Aunt Nita back in 1967. Postcard. And just some scrap paper. I've got another iron-on packet. Another thingy I made. Okay, so some envelope things I was working on. Did this one. This one. We've got, now mind you, when I show you what they are, you'll go, oh, what are you doing with those? They're old envelopes. You see the envelope? The old envelope, or just the envelope that you get your junk mail in, basically. These are the few that I've done. This was a gift bag at one point. This was a birthday card to my mama from my kids. This here is an envelope that I made out of a magazine. These are some Christmas cards I have not used. This is an essay that I did in September the 13th, 2011 in college. Someday I'll read it to you. Don't know when that might be. Another card. A priority mail envelope that's empty. Flat rate envelope. Some long white envelopes that could be used. Another one of those I can use. Some coloring book pages that I've done. This one's swords that I've done in 2018. This is just a thing from a magazine. Another iron-on. This one is lighthouses. Bookmarker for Pelican Brief. Some old address labels from Van Buren. Another envelope I made. A coloring book page that I wrote all over the back of. Coloring book page I did. Another envelope. A book of poems I wrote. Poems I wrote. Thing about edible bark. This is about willows and how to harvest it, and cottonwoods. Pine pollen. Things from a friend of mine when we were stationed in Alaska. Miscellaneous papers I've written on. An old TRICARE bill for, I don't know if it was for me or if it was for Bree. It's for Bree. A book called Seek. Oh, I bet you turn into angels. A book called Seek. It's half torn up. You know where I'm doing with that already. That's from Aspen Dental. It's my daughter's medical bills. I'll put them over here so she can have them. That's Ardell's important papers. Another TRICARE bill. A cinnamon pine cone for the Christmas tree. Another Christmas card. Some blank paper. Recipe for chocolate pumpkin cheesecake jars. Some paper. A card I made and that I very well may use shortly. More recipes. Sister card. Another one of these that I was working on. Some more that I've made. And another one that I've made. I'll have to get them out of there and do something with them too. Those are interesting ones. Those will have to come out of there. Address labels. An envelope. 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 Address labels. We lived in Van Buren that I misplaced and never used. Some something with those. These are Richie Gypsy Magic iron-ons. Things that I cut out of the papers. It's a get well soon card. Another piece of that book that I had. What else? Mail. These things that I bought to use, and I bought them through GSLCUT.com. These are border stencils. That was my son's wedding picture. One of those. Another card that says, "Oh, happy day" on it. Envelope I was making. A book about the Revolution. Card thing I made. I'm gonna send this to a friend. An envelope. Another red envelope. Ooh. A package of unopened glue sticks. And I made that for my daughter Ariana. She needs to put it up on her wall, don't she? Those are Ariana's. She needs to put them up. Oh, the star thingy. More crinkly paper. Envelopes. A lamb. I don't know where that come from, so I'll probably paint over that. No cards. Something to work on. Some of that. One of these. This one says, "Good night kisses. Always kiss me good night. Take two cookies and call me in the morning." Iron on. Some little papers. Ooh. A package of tapestry needles. A little box I can carry it in. I used to make things out of these. This is actually a Hold a cup, but you can do arts and crafts with it. Lord have mercy. A Thomas Kincaid cross stitch kit that I have never done that I should probably get busy doing. If I can see the holes to do it now. Some Christmas stickers. A box of Uno cards that are all falling out of the box. So anyway, I got a bunch of Uno cards in here that I have to pick up. This is what I made for our wedding. And this is what had the rings on it that my daughter carried. I should put that in a tray, put that up. Anyway, that was what, she was the ring barrier, and this is what she carried. What's in this one? It's got my name on it, though. That's something that I can find out. Oh, pictures. They're, oh, I know what pictures these are. Marshall and Chris. I dated Marshall. Me, Marshall, and Ricky when he was little. Austin, I used to date him. Ricky and Robert in a cave in Lost Valley in 1995. This is also Lost Valley, 1995. My mom, Virginia, and Claudella. Becky, Ricky, me, and Aunt Jean. My ex-husband in Iraq. Mama in Alaska. Lost Valley. Also Lost Valley. Those two are Lost Valley. Lost Valley. Austin in his trailer. Alaska. Austin's shithead-ass son. Hence the word shithead. Alaska. Some little kids at a Halloween party we had in Alaska. My granddaughter Carmen Jade. Dawn and Shithead. My grandma's house in 1995. One of my cats. And some more of the elk at Leatherwood Field in Box Valley. That's what's in there. Close that up, put it over there for now. Another one of these things to do art with. There's another one of those. There's one of my birds. One of my birds from last year that I made. It's a Christmas tree. I have a feeling some of my Christmas stuff got thrown on the shelf up there, didn't it? I'm going to have to look at it. Yep. Got a bunch of papers. We got a napkin. It has a peacock on it. And some of these things I cut out. And we have some skeletons. A bunch of postcards from home to New Orleans that I bought. We've been in New Orleans 3 times now. To the Mardi Gras. Seafood gumbo, yummy yummy. This one's for jambalaya. This one's for pecan pralines. Whoop. That was too heavy, so now it's going to fall. Great. The rest of that is just paper and those extra little cards that I have to do something with. Look at that. What is that? Paper. The rest of that's paper. I'm going to put all this paper back down in here. This was cards too. I might want to mail some this year. I'll take it down. These with me, that with me. Those with me. Put that back in there. That in there. And all of this can go in there. I decided to go through it some other day when I'm feeling special. That makes letters. Alright, that is everything that was in that box.